Welcome to the Dream Podcast. My name is Joe Dreamz, and I'm here with...
My name is Haley, and my TikTok handle is DJ underscore diabetes with a Z at the end.
Diabetes instead of diabetes?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, tell me your dream.
A destination that they wanna go to. A reason why they do or why they don't do. Energy to last them through the day. Amigos that help them along the way. A mind that's as sharp as some scissors. And don't forget the Z like a lizard.
My dreams are just to have a happy life, a healthy life, bring life into the world, bring joy into the world. More specifically, I would like my photography business to flourish because I am a freelance photographer and video editor. Yeah.
I see. Were you taking pictures of the lambs?
Yeah, I was on film. Yeah.
So, what are the things that you've been doing to get towards your destination lately?
I think always being open to new opportunities is the first step in accomplishing your dreams, like this right now.
And what are some of the reasons that your dream is important to you?
The reason that my dream is important to me is because I've been doing it my whole life, and it's what brings me the most joy, and it's what gives me the most purpose.
And what was it when you were lamb birthing that is connected to the reason? How was that?
I think we are in a bit of a digital age right now. So I was working at a company as a video editor and doing a lot of videos for social media, and I felt a bit disconnected from the content that I was making. And I wanted to very physically and earnestly touch grass. So I went and did that. And I thought maybe bringing life into the world would be a way to kind of recalibrate and give a little bit more a grounding practice into everything's okay.
And how do you stay energized to live your dream?
And one of the most important things that you can do to live your dream is to write it down, which is why I invented the Dream Journal, where every single day you get to write down your DREAM. Get it at joedreamz.com.
Spending time with my friends, going on runs, Red Bull, sugar-free specifically, making sure I try to get enough sleep, and doing what I like to do, going on long walk, doing funny little bits.
Who are the amigos in your life that are striving to live their dream?
Long-time amiga, first-time caller, Iris. I won't say your last government name. We've known each other since preschool. We had matching butterfly t-shirts in preschool, and ever since then, it's just been the time of our life. We could do anything, and we're always having a good time.
And how does she encourage you to live your dream?
I think she encourages to be my most authentic self day in and day out, which then makes me want to chase my dreams more because I feel most connected to who I am.
And what do you do to have the mindset that inspires you to live your dream?
I try to journal every day when I can. If I'm being really good and diligent, I will journal about my thoughts and my dreams and everything else. I like breath work. Breath work is really cool.
What are some other things that you do for your mindset?
I try to talk to myself positively. Positive self-talk is huge when it comes to accomplishing your dreams.
How do you keep yourself positive towards your dream?
But whenever I do have self-doubt, I just remind myself that there's someone out there who's probably not that great at what they're doing, and they have all the faith in the world, so I should take a lesson from their book.
What was your favorite thing about lambing?
My favorite thing about lambing was a mom was a really good mother, a yo was a really good mother, and she had healthy lambs that came out, and they could suck from their mom's spins, and they got tagged, and they went out into the field, and they were just really happy.
What's a tip that you could give her to that space, chase the same dream?
Well, I would say just starting out small. I think what helped me a lot is I organize a lot of things with my friends just daily. I love doing it, and I've always been the one hosting and planning fun themes. So I think starting to do that just with your local community and with your friends you already know that would come, and taking a lot of photos and making it really special for people.
What are some indicators that you have hosted a successful event?
I mean, the stragglers are funny because I'm okay, guys, bye. But also, I'm they had so much fun that they still want to be here. There are a lot of events where we're kind of kicking people out, respectfully bye. But it kind of means people had a good time and they still want to hang out.
Everyone got a DREAM.
And I'm here with...
Antonio Padilla.
So tell me your dream.
My dream is to be a multi-millionaire. To take care of my friends, my family, my community, and most importantly, my city.
And what are some of the things you've been doing to get towards that destination?
Honestly, this right now, just going out and about, talking to the camera. So whenever I have the opportunity, every opportunity I have getting these ideas out, that's what I've been doing,
What are some of the reasons that dream is important to you?
Some of the reasons that dream is important to me: taking care of my friends, taking care of my family, taking care of my community and city as much as I can. I personally believe that was my God-given purpose, to do as much as I can for this city and my people and the people I love. That's what really is my reason.
And what do you do to make sure you have the energy to live that dream?
For me and my family, and that gives me the energy, that gives me the drive. Thinking about the homeless, the in need, when I see people without a roof under their head going to sleep, that's what gives me the energy.
Two of the amigos in your life that are also chasing their dreams.
If you are someone who is striving to live your dream, then you don't want to miss out on being part of the Dream community, where you get exclusive Dream Journal episodes, you get discounts on merchandise, you get bi-weekly Zoom calls with yours truly, and much, 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 much more. Tap the link in the description and join today.
My amigos have to say, what the people that believe and care for me have to say when I'm making wrongs. My friends, like I said, my amigos, like Kent, my grandmother, my sister, they make sure to get me on the right path. And when I am doing the right things and I am being successful, guess who is always the first three there? My friend Kent, my grandmother, my sister. Those are my three amigos that push me, and I feel like they're the reason I do what I do almost.
And what about for your mindset?
My mindset, like I said, my grandma brought me to school every day and she told me, anything you put your mind to, you could do. That's what I think every single day.
What does your ideal future for San Diego look like?
My ideal vision for San Diego in the future is most importantly taking care of the homeless. I feel like no matter what city you're in, homeless people, that is my biggest concern. The people in need and the people without shelter are taken care of.
What kind of videos do you make?
The type of videos I make are mainly interviews, and then as far as Instagram, on Reels, I just be posting anything. Anything that kind of comes to my mind, I just kind of say it. I'm not gonna lie.
Everyone got a DREAM.
I'm here with
Spencer Sunley. My tag on Instagram is Spencer Sunley, SUNDLIE.
So Spencer, tell me your dream.
My dream is to get as many people as possible into homes, because I am a mortgage lender, and to travel the world.
What have you been doing to get towards that destination lately?
So I've been doing this now for about 8 years. I've worked with hundreds of clients, and to get to that destination, I've just been doing it as best job as I can, being available for people for, at times when it's more convenient for them. People work during the day, they're doing things like that, so you got to be available at all times of the day. So you wouldn't be surprised if you called me at 10 o'clock, midnight, and I'm answering the phone to make sure we can make that happen for you.
What are some of the reasons that you want to help people get into homes?
It all started when I was a kid. I watched shows like $1 Million Listings and stuff like that, and it really inspired me to get into the real estate side of things. But I think the biggest thing for me is I constantly see people saying that it's not possible, when the reality is it is possible. You may have to sacrifice some things to make it happen, but it is possible, and I just want to show people that it is possible, and that's kind of my reason for doing it.
What do you do to have the energy to take those calls at midnight and all that?
For me, it's a double shot of espresso in the morning, for sure. But also, I think a good workout routine for me really fuels me for the day. So I love to swim as like my cardio and stuff like that. And I find that when I have and do that workout routine, I feel much better throughout the day, and it actually gives me more energy than making me tired.
Who are the amigos in your life that are striving to live their dream?
Got to name my beautiful wife, Yumi. She's actually a wedding photographer. I know someone mentioned photography earlier, so I've got her, some of my best friends, such as Miguel, who actually commented on your post to get me on this podcast.
Shout out Miguel.
Yeah, you should interview him too. He's also living his dreams. And then obviously my family, they push me. They're obviously in the same industry and stuff like that, so they've pushed me to pursue my dreams and stuff like that.
And what are your favorite things to do for your mindset?
if you know someone who is striving to live their dream, then tag the name below. I'd love to interview you for the Dream Podcast.
As part of like my workout routine, I love to sit in the sauna, and I kind of take that time to reflect, maybe do some prayer, stuff like that. Really helps calm my mind and stuff like that, to make sure I've got a clear head for whenever I'm talking to clients and doing all sorts of stuff.
What are some of the things you've been praying for lately?
I find myself most often just praying for good health. I think that's one thing you can't necessarily guarantee, and so I think prayer helps me with that.
If you weren't in this industry, what other industry could you see yourself being in?
I would say a pilot. It's another thing I would love to do. I think in the near future I will plan on trying to get my pilot's license. Just for fun, but I think that's where I'd be. Yeah. It's always interested me, planes and stuff. So.
What would you say to someone, I can't even imagine buying a house literally within the next like 15, 20, especially in San Diego? What's your advice?
My advice is to talk to someone such as myself, like a lender, to see where you're at. You may not be ready right now. And to be honest, people always ask, when's the best time to buy? Well, it really depends on the person. So talking to someone who knows and can look at your situation and tell you what steps you need to take will help you in the long run than just constantly saying, hey, I don't think it's possible. At least you know what you need to do at that point to do it, so they can look at things like, where's your income at now? Where do we need to get it to? Do you qualify for things like down payment assistance and stuff that may make it more possible for you? There's a lot of misinformation in the sense of you need a ton of money to buy a house, or you need a lot of income to do it. There's a lot of things that can help you, and a lot of times people think they're buying their first house as that's their dream home, that's their end goal. A lot of times it's a starter house that then gets you into your next house, because you build equity through that and then you talk to that. So I think first and foremost, just talking to someone.
Okay, thank you.
Everyone got a DREAM.
I'm here with.
What's up, guys? My name is Miggle. It's like wiggle, but with an M as in mullet. My Instagram handle is Miggle Music.
So Miggle, tell me your dream.
I will, and I have already played at Coachella. That's how I tell myself. I tell myself like it's in the present and that the dream has already happened. I have DJ'd at Coachella, and I played one of the big stages.
Oh, okay, so that's manifesting.
Yes,
Which-
big on manifesting.
Uh-huh.
Definitely. But I think overall, my big dream really is to kind of just inspire other people into living Joe Dreamz. Being like a world famous DJ.
So what are some of the big things that you've been doing to get towards that destination lately?
Biggest things is I've really gotten to kind of narrow down my time. Literally, I just wake up, I work out, and I get to work. And then if I'm not working, I'm working on DJing, whether that's getting new content, cooking food. I'll be watching a YouTube video on how to here's how to make a melody or something like that. Literally every waking moment I have, it's either I'm doing work, something for my health, or something for DJing.
What are some of the reasons that inspiring other people to live their dream is important to you?
Honestly, ever since I was a kid, I remember I would just watch YouTube videos of there's this guy, Brendan Burchard, he's very big, motivational speaker. I remember ever since I was a kid, I would just listen to those people talk, and it always gave me goosebumps. And I always pictured myself one day being somebody who could speak on stages at TED Talks and stuff like that. You have to lead by example, right? I can't just tell people, hey, go chase Joe Dreamz, but I'm sitting on the couch not doing shit. You know what I mean? So I think that's one thing as far as inspiring.
Who inspires you to live your dream for that reason?
I would say one of the guys that I've been really following lately, his name is Bunt. He's this very super cheesy, smiley, guy from Germany. I've already been kind of doing this, but to see somebody else doing it on the professional level has just really inspired me. But all his music is very positive and uplifting. Saying something positive chase your dreams, don't give up.
So what do you do to have the energy?
Energy is a big key. I haven't been the best at this, I'm not gonna lie, but normally my routine is wake up early, work out, do yoga, meditate, journal, read, and just really watch what I eat. Not smoke and drink. I was doing some big sober periods. Lately it's just some
And that's hard
weekends.
to do while you're in the club, and everyone.
Exactly.
You're the DJ, so everyone wants to give you a free drink.
Yeah, exactly. But what it has taught me is to be able to say no.
Who are the amigos there in your life that are helping you live your dream?
This one's kind of interesting. The first person that comes up to mind is my girlfriend. Honestly, she was the one that pushed me towards this dream. She'd see me just practicing in my bedroom by myself.
She's like, why don't you do a show?
Exactly. And I was just I'm not that good, I just do this for fun. And I started really thinking about it, and I was like, let's do this for a year, go hard and see what we could do. And we're a year and a half into the dream, and I've gone to play. I think at the beginning of this dream that was really hard for me to kind of come to terms with when it comes to amigos was when you put yourself out there, you're manifesting a very big dream.
How does having a therapist help you improve your mindset?
As far as mindset goes, one of the biggest affirmations I have for myself is especially on days where I start getting doubt, or I find other colleagues who I sense myself getting a little bit of envious. I'm okay, no, don't do that. I should be happy for them. If they could do it, that means I could do it as well. But the mindset that I try to pull myself back on, or the affirmation, is just there is no reality in this life where I do not get to perform on the big stages that I do. just like complete delusion, like not like airtight, like not even any room for like if, ands, or buts. Like what if this happens, or like do you really think that? Like I played that thought in my head, and I was talking about manifesting. Like I also like to just like kind of meditate and pray and just kind of think about.
Okay, so as a DJ, when you're performing at a set and you're like reaching a flow state, like you're halfway through the set, what's going on through your brain?
Really, I'm just like focused on like the audience, and I'm focused on dancing. Like I think that one of the reasons why I'm like a really good DJ is I also perform, and I grew up breakdancing. So I play music that like gets me moving, and people see me just like, I don't know, start doing like a head spinner, and they're like, holy crap, what the hell is that? Like the DJ's going crazy. So I honestly just think about like the next like dance move I'm gonna do, or how I could like interact with the crowd.
So you have good style. Where do you find inspiration for your style and like your clothing style and music style?
Clothing style, my girlfriend dresses me up like a Ken doll quite a bit. But also I've got some swag on my own. I love going thrifting. If you've seen like Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak's like collab when they're doing like the disco stuff, I get a lot of inspiration from like vintage, like kind of throwback stuff. So that's like the swag portion. As far as like musical style, I don't know, I'm always just on Instagram, and I have like hundreds of folders of just like DJs and transitions that they do where I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna practice that. That was really cool. And then the other DJ that I was mentioning, his name is Bunt from Germany. He's really cool. So I get a lot of inspiration from him because he plays whatever he wants. He produces one type of genre, but his sets are like all over the place, and I absolutely love that about him.
Joe Dreamz.
Joe Dreamz, let's get it. Thank you guys.
Everyone got a DREAM.
Live Joe Dreamz, live Joe Dreamz, live Joe Dreamz.